The exact moment everything stopped making sense. It was 3:17 a.m. when my phone rang. My wife was in labor. 6 weeks early. At least that's what she told me. I threw on whatever clothes I could find and rushed to the hospital, heart pounding the entire drive. This wasn't how it was supposed to happen. We had time. We had plans. A whole month and a half left. But life doesn't always follow plans, right? That's what I kept telling myself. When I got there, she was already in the delivery room, screaming, crying, nurses rushing in and out. I grabbed her hand. "It's okay," I said. "I'm here." She squeezed back hard, but something felt off. Not fear, not panic, something else. But I pushed that thought away. This was our child. Nothing else mattered. 3 hours later, my son was born, healthy, crying loudly, strong, too strong. The nurse smiled at me. "Congratulations, Dad. He looks great." I smiled back, but something in her tone made me pause. Looks great? I mean, yeah, of course he does. But there was something else in her voice, something unspoken. Later that morning, a doctor came in to do a routine check. He looked at the baby, then at the chart, then back at the baby again. 6 weeks premature, you said, he asked casually. My wife answered quickly, "Yes." The doctor nodded slowly, but didn't look convinced. He said. "He's quite developed for that." I felt a small knot form in my stomach. "What does that mean?" I asked. "Oh, nothing to worry about," he said quickly. "Some babies just develop faster." But he left the room a little too fast. That was the first crack. Over the next 2 days, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Too developed, too strong, too normal. I started doing the math in my head. 6 weeks early meant the baby should be around 34 weeks, but this didn't feel like a 34-week baby. Even I could tell, and I'm not a doctor.
Then came the second crack. A nurse, older, more experienced, was checking the baby's weight. She smiled at me and said quietly, "You've got yourself a full-term baby here." I blinked. I thought he was premature. She paused, looked at me, then said carefully, "Well, that's what's in the chart." And just like that, she walked out. That night, I couldn't sleep. I opened my phone and started counting backwards. Conception date, due date, the timeline we had celebrated together. And suddenly, it didn't line up, not even close. See, my wife and I had been trying for months, and I remembered exactly when we got that positive test. I remembered because it felt like a miracle. But now, doing the math, the baby should have been smaller, weaker, earlier, not this. Unless he wasn't early at all. The thought hit me like a truck, and I hated myself for even thinking it. But once it was there, I couldn't unthink it. The next morning, I asked her, softly, carefully, "Are you sure about the dates?" She didn't even hesitate. "Of course I am." Too fast, too confident. Because the doctor said, "I know what the doctor said. Every pregnancy is different." I nodded slowly. Yeah, of course. But inside, something had already broken. I didn't confront her again. Not yet. Instead, I waited. 2 weeks later, we brought the baby home. Everyone was celebrating. Family, friends, photos. "Looks just like you," people said. I smiled, but I didn't feel anything. Not joy, not pride, just doubt. So I did something I never thought I'd do. I ordered a DNA test, quietly, privately, without telling her. The wait was torture. 7 days felt like 7 years. Every time I looked at the baby, I searched for myself in his face. Sometimes I thought I saw it. Other times, I didn't. When the results came in, I didn't open them right away. I just stared at the envelope, because I knew, once I opened it, everything would change. Finally, I did. 0% probability of paternity. I read it 3 times, hoping it would change, hoping I misunderstood, but it didn't.
The baby wasn't mine. He was never premature. He was perfectly on time, just not with me. That night, I sat across from my wife, the report on the table between us. She looked at it, then at me, and for a moment, she said nothing. Then she started crying. "It was a mistake," she whispered. "When?" I asked quietly. She didn't answer. "When?" I asked again. "Before we found out," she said. "Before or during?" Silence. That was my answer. Everything made sense now. The rushed timeline, the confidence, the deflection, the fear behind her eyes in that delivery room. She knew. She had always known. "You were going to let me believe he was mine," I said. She didn't deny it. That hurt more than anything else. Not the cheating, not the lie, but the plan. I stood up, and for the second time in my life, I packed a bag while someone cried behind me. But this time, there were no screams, just silence. I left. People asked me later if I regretted it, if I should have stayed, if I should have raised the child anyway. But here's the truth. A relationship built on a lie doesn't survive the truth, and a life built on someone else's deception isn't a life. The baby deserved a real father, and I deserved a real life. So I walked away, not because I didn't care, but because I finally understood. Sometimes the biggest lies aren't shouted in anger. They're whispered and protected until the truth finds its way out.